Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibs7 here again, and welcome to Ironman or Hardcore Ironman progress video number 32. It has been an absolute age since I recorded a clip for this account. I'm doing divination on my main account above here, but yeah, I think I might start getting back to finally playing on this account alongside my main account, like while I'm doing some AFKing on there. For certain skills and stuff, and yeah, I'm just thinking about getting back in. Oh, I was like, what the hell is that? But yeah, it has been a really long time since I played on this account, a few months at least, and I haven't really made much progress as a result, obviously. The only thing I've really been doing, and not very consistently, is ports, which I am currently in the stainless steel region, and I think I'm like 20% of the way through that. Slowly trying to work my way towards getting the ports gear. Both the armor and the weapons would be really, really nice upgrades for me right now. Who knows if they will be still by the time I get there, but I definitely want to continue doing the ports regardless, trying to go for those. The only actual armor that I could make at the moment is the Death Lotus, because I don't have the levels to make the Sea Singers or the Tetsu. The main one I kind of want is Sea Singers. As I've talked about in my previous video of this, I talked about getting 90 rune crafting. Currently 83, so I have made some decent progress towards that. I don't remember what exactly I left off in my last video. Like, I don't remember where I was progress wise, but I think I forgot to. Did I forget to compost that last one? Or no, that's the second one I've been to. I'm an idiot. But yeah, I've also been doing some farming runs on this account. I do tree runs whenever I do my ports, pretty much, because the ports take a long time now. At this region, about 12 to 14 hours ish for each mission, so I do usually just leave it for a day, and then when I log in and do ports again, I'll go do a tree run. I've gotten a farming level or two. I'm currently 82. Pretty good. 3 more levels until I do have the level required for torstals, which I have like 50 or 60 seeds in the bank of those. So those will be nice to plant. And after that, there's really no milestones until fell stalks, which are either 91 or 93, and they are really, really good XP. 91. They're really, really good XP for herbs, and as I'm sure most Ironman would at this point, especially after doing Slayer, I have a massive stock of those in the bank of like 400 or 500, so those would last me quite a while, and the prayer renewal potions would also be pretty useful to have. But yeah, basically I kind of want to start going back towards some PVM goals on this account and like some gear upgrades and general progress and stuff like that. At the moment, my next best gear upgrade would be going to God War's Dungeon and doing like Zami or something and getting full subjugation for level 70 gear. Although it might not be as good as the ports, obviously. I think what I'm going to do before that, in order to gear up, because my mage setup at the moment is quite weak. I'll talk about that a little bit more when I get back to the bank, but I'm going to be trying to go to Zami and getting the full subjugation set, pretty much the full set. I don't know, actually. Maybe I won't even go to Zami for that, because I might be able to go to Vindicta if I went back to I'm considering going back to Ganodermic Beasts and getting a full set of Gano for my own use. I just remembered when I was literally just talking about this that that Gano is in fact level. Actually, I don't have the money. I usually buy tree saplings from this guy, but I don't have any GP at the moment, so kind of don't really have the ability to do that. But yeah, I literally just remembered when I was talking about it that Gano is level 75 gear. So if I got a full set of Gano, I may be able to go do God War's Dungeon 2. It sort of depends on which boss I end up going to do, but I would try and probably go for Vindicta at the current time, because I don't think Mage is a super good option at any of the other bosses. Maybe at Hellweir it would be an okay option, but Hellweir is relatively dangerous, and I don't really want to risk going there at the moment without a decent gear setup. But I might go give Vindicta a try, see how it goes. And well, I'm not going to go right now. I need to first gear up, but I'm thinking about going to try and do Vindicta. Might have to just skip over God Wars Dungeon 1 entirely. As far as the range set goes, because like the way you can do it is you can get the Ganodermic from Gano Beast. That's level 75 mage, so it is better tier than the than Subjugation, although it isn't as good damage, I don't think, because it's not power armor. But you can get that from Ganos, and then you can go to Vindicta and get the melee armor set from there, which could be very useful for going to like Twin Furies to get the mage set, or the range set, and Hellweir to get the mage set. So it wouldn't be too hard to go for those, but it just depends on how well I'm able to do the bosses. And it also is a consideration I could make to go to camp at Rorari with my soul split that I have now, and go there and camp there for Ascensions. That would probably take a really long time, but I would get 99 defense in the process, which would be really nice to have done, and I would get a lot of Sirenic scales, which would be really, really useful to have to make full Sirenic, because that would be level 90 armor, and it's relatively easy to get by camping at the Ascension dungeon. So there's all sorts of paths I could take. I mean, once I had that ranged armor set of Sirenic, I couldn't really use it to get anything from God Wars Dungeon 2. You don't really range there at all, I don't think. The only thing I could think about even that I would consider using that for is Araxor, which would actually be really good at Araxor to have Sirenic. And if I was to do Araxor, I'd probably want at least Shadow Glaives from what's his name, from Gregorovic, but I would probably just end up going for the Ascensions if I was going to go the Sirenic route anyways. But that would be nice to have, and then I could go for Araxor and get the level 90 weapons from him, and potentially start going for the God Wars Dungeon 2 sets after that. So it's kind of like, which path do I really want to take? I'm currently undecided on that at the moment, but I am thinking about going ahead and making a bunch of potions with my herbs, and going ahead and seeing what level I can get to from my current state. I'm going to have to do a lot of calculations and like figuring and stuff, and see what amount of Aventos I should use on making potions, and what amount I should use on turning my regular potions into extremes. Just in general, it's going to be a lot of figuring and, deciding on things, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I am probably going to try playing more on this account now, and my first thing I'm going to do is I'm about to do some herb lore, so I will probably show you guys what I end up doing with all the herbs that I have. Probably going to have to go secondary collecting, but maybe not. I mean, it depends on what I end up making, so we'll have to see. But I certainly have plenty of vials in the bank, as I did spend quite a long time collecting those in the past, so that's nice to have. But yeah, gonna do my sandstone for the day, get into some herb lore after that, and I will see you guys in the next clip. Alright guys, so I'm about to get my first herblore level of this session of doing herblore. Still a little bit of XP off, gonna have to do one more or maybe two more inventories of cleaning these Renars here. I first made all my brews that I could make, and then I decided to just go through and clean all my herbs before making any into potions. It's really a pain having to make all of them into, and there is the herblore level. 89 herblore, pretty sweet. I can now make extreme strengths, which is nice. Obviously they are all just components for the overload, which is what I hope to reach. I'm not going to be getting there with these herbs on their own, I don't think, but I may have the chance to finish the Sliske's Endgame quest, which I am still on the second wave of the 3-wave boss fight where you have to fight Greg, Linza, and Nomad all at once. I think maybe if I go and get full Gano and go with that, I may have a good chance of being able to do it, so I will probably give it an attempt after that. And if I can complete that, you get lamps equivalent to 1.25 million XP in any skill, and I will obviously chuck all of that into Herblore, and I will probably be able to go for making some overloads after that. This is my current stock of herbs. I've got 627 dwarf weeds, which is good because dwarf weeds you need for 2 potions. The main problem with a lot of the with getting overloads on this account and with just like Ironman in general is that a lot of herbs are used for multiple potions. Like you need clean dwarf weeds to make extreme strengths by putting them inside super strengths, but you also need clean dwarf weeds to make super rangings, which you put the unfinished dwarf weed, you put a wine of Zami in there, and you get a super ranging. So that is kind of annoying, but it's not too bad. I mean, I'll basically just divide my herb count directly in half and make half into super rangings, half into extreme strengths, because that's just how it would have to work out for me to be able to make the overloads, at the the same amount. And one thing I'm gonna have to do is get 1 hunter level to get 77 hunter, and then I'm gonna have to hunt some Grenwalls because you need their spikes to make extreme rangings as well, so that is going to be annoying. The main herb that this is a big problem with, though, is Lanthodimes, which is thankfully the herb I have the most of, because Lanthodimes are used to make not only anti-fires, which you obviously need for super anti-fires, which are very useful for QBD and Dragon Slayer tasks. You need those, but you also need it to put into super defenses to make extreme defenses, and it's also the herb used to make super magic potions. So it is really annoying that there's all that you need Lanthodimes for, but I think what I'm going to do is make like 150, maybe 200 into anti-fires, because you don't really need that many super anti-fires, and then from there just divide it in half into super magics and extreme defenses. I don't know if I have a decent supply of potato cactus at all in here. I've got 500, so I might go collect some more of that from fungal mages if I need it, but that might be good enough for now. And then aside from that, I mean, I'm going to make all these Renards obviously into prayer pots. Toad flaxes all go to brews. And what else from there? Let me just take one more look at the herbs. Cadentines are actually good because the only thing they can be used for is turning into super defenses. They don't have an extreme to go with them, so that'll all be super defenses, which will be good. And yeah, I think those are the only 3. Oh, Aventos as well. Aventos is kind of a big problem because you make those into extreme attacks as well as those go into super energy potions. So you need super energy potions to make adrenaline potions, which are very, very useful, pretty much essential at some higher level bosses, and I would really like to have those. So I did actually make half my Aventos into extreme attacks already. I forgot I did that as well. But this is what I got from making all those. I have 500 extreme attacks in here, which are nice to have. I still have 200 super attacks, and I have a ton more Irits that I can make into super attacks, so no shortage of those at all. And I made 1.2k brews, which is actually a really decent amount. That's 600 brew flasks if I were to make them into flasks. And yeah, that would last me for quite a while at most bosses. Pretty much every boss I can think of, I would last a decent amount of time. And at Araxor, I'll probably profit brew flasks from there. I do so on my main account, so I will profit brew flasks from Araxor if I when I end up going there, not if. I am eventually going to be there trying to get some Noxious. But yeah, really happy with that amount of brews, and I still even have friggin' 900 bird's nests in here because of Kingdom. So definitely got no shortage of bird's nests, and I'm going to have a decent amount of brews. Thing I don't have a lot of is red spider's eggs. I guess I could go camp Firewatch for them. That's just going to kind of be annoying, but Firewatches do drop them pretty often. They drop 4 at a time, so that might be the best way of getting those. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that is probably the best method for acquiring the red spider's eggs needed for super restores. Aside from that, I also don't have too many limpwort roots, but I think elves here in Elf City drop them, and those are also a good source of GP, so wouldn't be the worst to kill some of those for some more limpwort roots. But yeah, just wanted to show off this level. Like I've said before, I think that every herblore level on an Ironman is massive to progress because of how significant overloads and the like are. I would really love it if I could get 93 herblore rather than just 91 for boostable overloads, because then I could boost for supreme overloads, which are a lot better than regular overloads, and they also would allow me to basically add 2 doses to every overload I have, because you only put a 4-dose overload in and you get a 6-dose supreme overload on the other end. So I do believe it would be worth it to do that for an Ironman. I'm not 100% sure on how it all works out, but I'm pretty sure it's worth it in the end. So it's really super not worth it to put overloads into flasks, especially on a main account, because it's just such a waste of money, and it's worse than supreme overload. You loot the supreme overloads by cost, like compared to regular overloads that are in a flask. Supreme overloads are cheaper on main accounts and stuff. So yeah, but I'm going to continue finishing off these Renards, and then I'm going to go through the annoying and arduous process of putting all of these herbs into vials, and we'll see if we get to 90 herblore from there, or if not, I'll probably see you guys for my attempt on the Sliske's endgame final boss fight once again after I grab some Gano from Gano Beasts. Alright, see you guys for that. Peace. Alright guys, about to get another herblore level here, currently making super attacks, which are one of the easiest potions to get for Ironman, because Eyes of Newt are insanely easy to get. There's like 4 or 5 stores in RS that sell packages of them, and you can get like 1k of them from each store, so definitely no real need to ever have to stock up on Eyes of Newts, because you'll never really need that many. And Irits are quite easy herb to get as well, and they're only used for this potion really, so in general it's just a really easy potion to make. I haven't quite used up all my Irits. There's still a bunch in that I need to put into vials, but I just decided I wanted to get this level, firstly because I wanted to record this clip. I got some fire spirits here, but I wanted to record this clip for this level up, and I also wanted to make a couple of extreme defenses, which will use up some of my Lantidimes. I wish they were a little more creative with the secondaries used for extremes. Like, they have Grenwall spikes for the range ones, which is cool, because as far as I know, Grenwall spikes were quite useless before they were used in those potions, and they have ground up mud runes for the magics, which is also cool, but then for the other 3 it's just a second, you just put another herb inside of the super pot, which is kind of lame. I wish they had been more creative on release. I don't know why they only did special items for 2 of the potions out of the 5, but you know, it's whatever, I guess. Just sort of makes it a little bit annoying on Ironman to have to deal with getting all the secondaries, and that's the main thing I'm actually limited on right now, is secondaries rather than herbs. Let me get the level up and then I will show you. I'm going to take one more inventory after this, but yeah, this is going to add another stat to my 90 plus collection, which is pretty small at the moment, but you know, one skill at a time, I guess. I'm about to get the 90 herblore here. One more level and I do have the possibility of making overloads. I don't know, maybe I will, maybe I won't, but it's just going to be annoying because I would have to boost, I think, for the rangings, which would be just annoying to do. But yeah, extreme defenses are unlocked, which is nice. I also get a new ports adventure, but that's not a huge deal. But if I show you my tab here, I did do a little bit of organizing of it. I made 355 super restores from my snapdragons that I have, and I still have 429 snapdragon potions unfinished, but I don't have any red spider's eggs, which are a bit annoying to get as far as like grinding for them goes. I could go to Vyres, but I might actually go ahead and try and get 80 fire making and then burn my Vire corpses, which I have over 1,000 of, using magic pyre logs, and that gives you the shiny columbarium keys, which commonly give you 8 red spider's eggs. So I should be able to get some red spider's eggs from that, and also you can get limps from there as well, I believe. So that would be pretty nice, because I'm also short on limpworts. I made about 500 super strengths, but I still have almost 500 quorum potions left. I don't have any limps left. White berries I'm way short on. I have almost 700 cat and time pots left, and I don't have any white berries at all. So yeah, Corp drops those a lot, which would be good, but I can't really do Corp at the moment. And as far as any other way of getting them, I mean, the only other ways I could think of would be killing elves here in Elf City, or planting bushes. I think I have some seeds, or maybe I don't. I guess not, but oh yeah, I do right here. Can plant some of those, I guess. I don't really know how much yield they give, but I doubt it's too much. And also Avanto potions, which I am making into super energies. I do not have any more Mire fungus, which I could just collect that on my own, or I could get it from gargoyles, either way. But yeah, I did make some extreme attacks and strengths, which is nice. All out of dwarf weeds and all out of Avantos and everything. I just did a herb run, so I have some more snapdragons left. And what I've been doing for my herb runs, actually, I have 82 farming, so I've been just I made some garden pies, which are really easy to make, and I just plant 1 Torstal seed per run in the Trollheim patch, because that can never die, and Torstal seeds are kind of valuable because they make overloads, and I don't know, I just feel like it's worth it. Just might as well get started on them now and just pie up for that 1 patch to plant them, which is going to be pretty nice in the long run, in saving me, on Torstals. So definitely going to continue doing that. But as far as the rest of my supplies go, I'm not going to get another level. I'm not going to get 91 here in this session, because pretty much all I can do without gathering more supplies is just go ahead and do the rest of these Irits into super attacks, and then I can make all these Renars into prayer pots, and that's basically it. The only secondaries I'm pretty much good on are Snapegrass for prayer pots because of Aberrant Specters. Wines of Zami I'm good on because I did a lot of Zami already in the past, and I didn't have a lot of dwarf weeds to begin with, and I had to divide them in half because I needed half of them for extreme strengths. And then Eyes of Newts I'll always be good on, of course. So all the other secondaries are pretty hard to come by. Crushed Nests I'm also way more than good on, but stuff like the Grenwell spikes I would need to collect. I need more mud runes. I might craft those. I don't know how hard that is to do on Ironman, but I need more mud runes. I need a lot of a lot of red spider's eggs and a lot of white berries and a lot of limp roots. Those are pretty much the main 3 that I do need. But yeah, this is probably the last clip I'm going to be talking about herblore for now. I am going to continue finishing off these supplies that I have at the moment, but after that, I might try and go camp Ganos for the Gano armor to try Sliske's Endgame's boss fight again. But I did remember that I would need to get at least 2 crafting levels to 93 crafting if I want to be able to make the Gano top, because the top requires 98 crafting to craft, which is a little ridiculous, honestly. I don't know why the crafting level is so high for that item. It's only tier 75. I mean, you can craft noxious weaponry at level 90. Really doesn't make any sense at all. Wish they would correct that. Similar to the way you can't make rune armor until freaking 99 smithing, and you can make a rune plate body at 99 smithing, but you can make a dragon plate body at, I think it's 90 smithing, isn't it? Well, you can make dragon fire shield. I thought you could make a dragon plate body. I don't remember what level it is, but you make dragon fire shield, you can make Tetsu armor, but you can't make a rune plate body until 99. It just doesn't make sense. They are reworking that skill, but I wish they would take like crafting and stuff like that into consideration as well. Either way, gonna go ahead and end this clip off. Really happy to be hitting that 90 herblore. Nice milestone to reach, and I'm really close to getting those overloads, and especially after I finish Sliske's Endgame. See you guys in the next clip. Guys, tell me how this makes sense. I just got 92 crafting, and I can make these beautiful level 75 magic legs, but I can also make these level 90 range legs. Makes a lot of sense. Nice job, JX. 10 out of 10 logic. Alright, so we're finally about to hit 93 crafting here. Just need one more tick of the harp, and there it is. 93 crafting. Harps are so damn slow, but there's no really other viable method for doing crafting on Ironman RS3 aside from, you know, just slowly gathering hides from doing bosses and Slayer and stuff, and eventually using them. I do have some hides in my bank, but I don't actually have cash to tan them, so yeah, no real way for me to do that. But yeah, we got 93 crafting, which means we can actually make the Serenic body, which is cool, and Royal D'hide bodies for the Royal D'hide I already have in my bank, and do the Nourished Ancient Effigy. But most importantly, it means if I get a +5 boost, I can make a Ganodermic Poncho, the top. So I'm going to go ahead to Ganodermic Beasts right now and get enough flakes to make a full Gano set. And then with that, I will probably go and give Sliske's Endgame a shot and see if I can actually complete the final boss battle. Not going to take any real big chances with it, but I am going to gear up pretty heavily with a lot of the best food I can get and just see how well I can do. And yeah, if it's not looking good, then I'm going to dip real quick, so don't worry about that. But yeah, I figured it's a good thing to give a shot to. This actually took me like several days, kind of because I've been lazy with it, but mostly because I've been doing just so much Telos and not playing on this account as much as I could be because I am doing that Telos. But yeah, I will probably be going pretty hard on these Ganos just to grab these flakes so I can go ahead and give this a shot and continue progressing the account, maybe heading off to the Ascension creatures before too long. But yeah, I'll see you guys for the next clip. Okay guys, so logging in here, I just got my +5 boost to crafting, thank God, and now I can make this top, making it very fast so I don't lose my boost. And then we have the Ganodermic Poncho, and I can use the rest of these flakes to make the other pieces. Didn't take me that many. I did have like about 9 full shakers in my bank of full of. I'm gonna actually keep these stews for herblore later probably, but yeah, I did get the +5 boost to 98 crafting. And I now have my full Ganodermic set. Was nice to get some more Ganos done. Got a couple more seeds and stuff to plant for farming. And yeah, I swear to God, on the wiki it says orange is the second most common spice, but I 100% got more brown and yellow than I did orange. And it says that brown and yellow are supposed to be rarer. I have tons of extra ones of these spices. I really am never ever gonna need red spices. Oh my God, you can't note them. Fuck. Well, that's gonna be a little annoying to drop, but I'm never ever gonna need red spices as those are just combat skills. And I'm likely never going to need yellow spices either, but brown spices are actually quite good for herblore, so I'm glad I managed to stock up on those. I absolutely despise catching rats in the and doing the spices thing. It's so fucking random, obviously, just the nature of it, of whether you're going to get the boost or not, and sometimes it can take so long, and catching rats is just so damn boring, and I just, oh my God, I hate it so much. So glad I have this done. I try and always say every time I actually end up going to do the thing in the basement, I always try and tell myself, yeah, okay, I did it here, I'm never going to do it again from here on. I'm done doing the spices, but then something always comes up. I mean, in this case, it's fucking 98 crafting to make a level 75 poncho, which is absolutely stupid. I'm really wish they would change that, but we have it now. And I just was not about to sit at harps for all that way. Eventually I'll get 99 crafting at harps, but that right there would take so many hours. Like, I'm honestly going to calculate really quick. 4.6 mil, it's like somewhere in the realm of 50k an hour. It'd take almost 100 hours to get that, and I wasn't about to fucking do that. So glad I got this Gano set now. Actually, I don't know how the augmenting works on it, so I'm not going to equip it yet. Probably going to try and augment it just to have it augmented for my getting some invention XP or something. And then I'm going to go give that Gothic Sleeps a try, or Gothic Sleeps, what am I talking about? I'm gonna go give the Sliska's in-game boss fight a try. I do have, it's gonna be a pretty decent setup. I've got Gano boots, gloves, then I'm gonna have all the Gano pieces on with my Chaotic Staff and Dragon Rider amulet. That's pretty much gonna be my full setup. Always got my Sign of Life on at all times, so I don't end up losing my Hardcore Ironman status. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and give this a try after I augment this gear, and I'll see you guys for that. I'm a little nervous, but I shouldn't have any problems with potential deaths because you can just leave via the portal if you get scared. So yeah, see you guys there. Alright, so I'm about to enter this battle. I'm a little nervous, but should be okay. I got my augmented Gano on. Kind of annoying augmenting stuff on Ironman and just like getting adventure materials in general, but yeah, we are going to continue, and I'm going to be killing Nomad first and then Greg, so hopefully that works out. And then after that I will leave and bank before fighting Sliske, but as far as I know, this part is harder than the Sliske part fight, so I should be okay if I can complete this part. There's Linza. Where's Nomad? Okay, taking kind of a lot of damage. I'm gonna pot up. I'm trying to find Nomad, but I don't see him. There he is. What? Okay. That was a pretty bad start, but we should be okay to go now. I am praying range because as far as I know, Greg is ranging, and I am weakest against range with this mage setup. And I just need to watch out for Nomad's mines as far as I know, and I can sometimes get stunned by Linza, and I need to watch out from that. Or I guess she's not stunning me, she's just binding me, I'm not sure. So far it's going pretty good. I did bring my Runic Accuracy Aura, which I should just activate because I'm not going to use it anywhere else on this account. Yeah, I don't really need to worry about the red spirits right now because I'm not damaging Greg at all, so his healing shouldn't really make a difference to me. And I think once I kill Nomad, I'll stop taking these big mage hits. Oh, I forgot that I'm brewing. I need to be aware if I brew, I need to restore. I'm so used to playing on my main account with overloads, but this is already going much better than it was on my other attempts. I've nearly killed Nomad, and after that Linza goes into a healing stance, which is not very scary as well, and Greg has his knife throw attack, which is a little bit scary, so I am going to go on to Greg second. So I killed Nomad. Now go on to Greg, and I need to watch out for his Rise Child. Oh, that's the knife attack. Okay, that did like no damage. Make sure I use my restore after this. Okay, this is actually not as bad as I thought it would be. Where's the spirit? Oh shit. I couldn't even see that. It was like behind him. But yeah, this is going much better than honestly I expected at the start. Okay, get out of the way of that. And can I sunshine? Let me sunshine. I don't have like any of my ability setup bars set up on this account. I really do need to swap them over from my main account. Alright, where's the spirit? There. So if I tag it, it should just come to me. Whoa, what the hell was that? I don't care about Linza's healing stance. She can just sit there all day if she wants. I should have enough food to get me through this. Okay. Gotta make sure that hit hits. I guess I don't really need to record this whole thing, but I kind of want to, just to show me doing it. It is seemingly quite easy at this point. I did get absolutely wrecked when I tried it before without decent gear, but the Gano really makes a big difference, and I'm really glad I did it. Something I forgot to talk about in my other clip when I got the Gano itself, it's pretty crazy how the Gano top takes 5,000 flakes, while the bottom only takes 1,500, and the helm only takes however much. I think it takes 500. So it's like, what's with the massive jump to get to the helm? It's kind of crazy. But okay, can I please hit it? Okay, good. Okay, I killed it even. I guess I got stunned by Linza there for a sec, and oh, get out the way. Okay, I'm stunned. I mean, what the hell's even the point of getting out of the way that doesn't do like any damage? It's like basically a useless attack. So once I kill him, Linza has her stun and reflect damage. She has a healing defensive stance and an area attack. So I'm just trying to make sure I read this up a little bit. A large, heavy area attack similar to Quake. Simply move out of range to avoid taking damage from it. Okay, so you can just see it coming and then move. We've nearly got Greg down. I'm glad I'll be able to complete this now, and that means I can pretty much go for the quest cape at this point, which I probably will do quite soon, because that'll just be nice to have done with and out of the way. Why the hell am I not? Why is my wild magic not going off? Is my ability queuing? Whoa. Something weird is... Whoa, that was scary. I just fucking DC'd. What the fuck? Okay, that makes me really not want to do this. But I'm so far. I think I need to pray melee against her. And she just naturally reflects damage to you. That didn't seem like a regular DC though, like... That was really strange. Yikes. So I just need to watch out for that Quake attack. Okay, no, that's her healing. I guess it's like Rax's web shield. If you don't hit her, she'll heal, but if you do hit her, you'll take some damage back. But yeah, this should be more than enough to get me through it. She's probably gonna do that Quake. Yeah. Get out. Freedom. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, I need to wild magic here. Sunshine. Yeah, all my keybinds are wrong on this account. I really need to fix that. I keep trying to press N to eat because N is my eat key. And it's just not eating, and it's kind of throwing me off. But yeah, definitely the best order I think is this order for like being safe about it, because Nomad has the least health, and you want to kill either Nomad or Greg first, and then always Linza last, because otherwise Nomad and Greg's like things that they get at the very end are much more scary than Linza's. So she is kind of annoying though with her fucking annoying. Oh shit, she follows you. Her fucking stupid ass reflect damage is quite painful, but I mean, I've been overeating this whole time just to be safe with it, so I could have been able to do this with much more food remaining, but yeah. I guess I kind of did waste these flasks, but I don't really care. I have like 3k potion flasks able to be made in my bank, and we are about to finish her off. Boom! Down goes Linza. And we've reached the checkpoint. Time to leave. Exit. Bye. Goodbye. Okay, we're out. We are now on the Sliske final boss battle, which honestly shouldn't be that much of a problem as compared to this one. Glad I managed to complete this, and yeah, I guess I'll just see you guys for the end of the quest, but if I am struggling with it, I will make sure to record. Okay, so I just completed the Sliske boss fight, the final boss at the very end of Sliske's endgame, and yeah, it was a little scary, honestly. It did have the potential. I'd say it definitely had more KO potential than the boss fight between Linza and all those other and Greg and Nomad. So, while it was technically, I guess easier, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say like what makes it easier and what makes it harder. But in general, I would say that the Linza and Greg and all them fight was a little bit more, chaotic, and you just had to it was more of like a tanking test and how much damage you could deal while eating and everything. Then the Sliske fight was more like it was kind of similar, like tanking and surviving for long enough to actually finish him off, but it also was like you got to avoid the shadows in the floor because Sliske had the ability to freeze you rather often, and if you were frozen, every maybe 15 or so seconds, he would spawn shadows in the floor, similar to Nex's attack during the shadow phase. And he would spawn 5 of those in a row, and they would deal 25% of your life points if you stood on them. And they would deal that pretty quickly, so it could easily kill you very fast if you aren't either quick with the freedom to get off of them or just moving in general to avoid them. So definitely a little bit scary, but I had no problems doing it. Honestly, it was quite easy in the end because I was, pretty prepared with how everything was going to go. The end of the quest was quite interesting. The Elder God was really cool looking. I thought that was cool, although I didn't like the way it talked. It was kind of stupid, but it was a little weird at the end. They sort of made it a little bit sequel baiting. I thought this was supposed to be like the end all be all quest, like the final quest in the chain involving Sliske, but they put a little bit of a sequel bait in at the end there. I won't spoil it for those of you who haven't done the quest, I guess, but it definitely had a little bit of a sequel bait in the end. But regardless, I just have to talk to this lady or whatever to give her that. I'm going to hand her that cruel approach to to make her sad or whatever, because she was all in support of Sliske, who in the end I feel like was a bad guy. I don't know. I didn't follow the lore too hard in involving him. I never really liked Sliske as a character in general, so definitely not my favorite character they were focused on for so long. But I've finally completed Sliske's endgame. After starting it so long ago, I've now come back and actually completed it with a better gear setup, and that is the quest complete screen I've been waiting for so long. 3 quest points, 5 250k experience lamps, the Ring of Whispers, the Necklace of Shadows, 3 fragments of the Catalyst, and the tiny Sliske bobblehead pet. So we have the stone-touched lamps, which are all getting chucked straight into Herblore. There is my first Herblore level. 91 Herblore, officially unlocking the ability to make overloads, I guess. Like, I'm now in the range at which I can make overloads. I can also start working on my Herblore effigies a little bit, which is pretty nice. And make extreme magics, which I really need to gather mud runes for first. But we're just going to keep chucking this experience on there, and here comes the second level up to 92 Herblore, which unlocks the final extreme potion, extreme rangings, which is very nice. So if I do want to go forward with making overloads, I don't need to actually pot up for the extremes, just the overloads themselves. And then the final one onto Herblore, putting us at almost 7 million Herblore experience with only 284k until I can actually unlock the ability to make supreme overloads with a +5 boost if I do unlock that. I also get these things. I don't even know what these things do. Chancel skilling. Okay, just giving you a little bit of extra XP. Why do you get 3 of these? Runecrafters, farmers, hunters. Oh, is that the only ones it works for? Okay. Farmers will be really good. I will definitely be bringing this on all my farm runs from now on. But yeah, really nice to complete that quest. I'd say it's definitely got to be the hardest quest in the game at the moment. I don't really know about any of the other quests that I haven't done, but it was no slouch for definitely that final boss fight. But I was able to complete it, and I'm very happy now that I have it done. Awesome to get all that Herblore XP, and I now can pretty much get the quest cape if I want. I don't think I am missing any requirements at all as far as I know, so I definitely will go for the quest cape quite soon. I don't have that many quests to go at the moment. I'm just missing, a lot of the penguin quests and a bunch of just random ones in here that I never got around to doing. Dimension of Disasters are a really annoying quest. I did this on my main account. Not looking forward to doing that. That quest takes fucking forever. But other than that, there's all these other ones that I am missing, but nothing too hard, I don't think. Maybe the Brink of Extinction's a bit hard, but shouldn't be insanely difficult. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing these and having the quest cape on this account after such a long time. And I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon, obviously, but my next goal, as after I've done that, of course, getting that finally done, I'm probably going to try and go do what I was talking about in a couple clips ago, and that is to go and get my fire making to 80 and burn a bunch of these Vire corpses that I have with some magic pyre logs in order to get some red spider's eggs and some limpwort roots, because you should get a decent bit of those from there, which will give me some more herblore supplies and hopefully allow me to get a bunch more herblore XP and perhaps even hit 93, which would be pretty sweet. So yeah, that's basically it for this clip, you guys. I'm really happy to have this quest completed, and I'm looking forward to continuing on with this account. I think actually, I might just go ahead and end the video off here just so I can get this video up to sort of kickstart the account again. Finishing this big quest seems like a decent place to end off the video. Although I didn't make a massive amount of progress in this video itself, I did unlock overloads, so that is pretty amazing. I haven't made any yet, but I have the ability to do so should I ever want to. And other than that, I got 83 farming. I don't know if I ever mentioned that. I've just been doing farming whenever I can. And I also got a Ganodermic armor, which is going to be really nice. I guess I could give that a shot at God Wars Dungeon 2. A little bit afraid of doing that, but I could definitely go and try Vindicta with my current setup and see how it goes. I'd have to give it a shot on my main account first to see how it would actually work with this kind of a setup. But there's also, of course, the possibility of me going to Rorari and camping there for a bit. I definitely do want to try and do that to get some Ascension Keystones, and try and get Ascension Crossbows would be really nice. But yeah, it's definitely all up from here after I've completed this quest, and I'm well on my way to having some overloads in my bank. Thanks guys for watching this video. I'm going to continue playing this account, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.